Good morning and welcome everyone to Rose Red Homestead, where today we are going to do a quick update and then give you a little bit of news that we think is really exciting. Several weeks ago we published a video on turning my purse into a survival bag, and it was very well received, so thank you for that. Oh, and I also want to thank all of you so very much for all of the Mother's Day best wishes. That really meant a lot to me and I appreciate it very much. As I was reading through the comments on this video on my purse as a survival bag, you all gave me some really good suggestions, plus an experience up to the cabin where I got a few bug bites that have persisted and persisted. I have I have added 4 more things that I'm going to add to my purse to turn it into a survival bag. So thank you for all of those great suggestions. First of all, I bought a little box of Clorox disinfecting wipes on Amazon. They came 3 to a package, this size. Well, this is way too huge and too heavy for me to carry in my purse. So, as you know, I showed you just the regular wipes in this little bag that fits any type of wipes. I have since added now these disinfecting wipes, and you may notice that this package is a little short on this end. That's because I cut it, pulled the whole thing out, and snagged a few to put in this little packet. So I now have disinfecting wipes, which are very different than my just general wipes. So now I have these 2, which weigh almost nothing, and they are slim and easy to fit right in my purse. The next really good idea, a number of you suggested that the light on my phone was not an adequate source of light, that I needed, most of you said you need a little pen light to carry. Well, ta-da, here it is. And, you know, it's really a fun little thing. So I really quite like it. And it is very slim, weighs very little, and is going to go right next to my pens and pencils. Well, 1 pen, 1 pencil, because I've downsized, right there by my little writing tablet. So it fits very nicely. Then this idea was given by someone as well. And this is that I needed some type of antibacterial hand washing thing. So I looked at a few options, and I just happened to see a little travel article that came through on my news feed, and they presented this brand of little hand washing things called Formin, F-O-R-M-I-N. No.
That's right.
Fomin, not for, there's no R in it. Fomin, as in foaming, like foaming up your hands. Well, each one of these packages, and you get 3 to the package. So this is the one that I'm going to be carrying with me. It was the top one in the packet. And it's very clever. These are very thin sheets, paper thin. Oh my gosh, I just spilled them all out on the counter. Oh well, I'll work on getting them back in later. Oh well, they're going back in. I tried one yesterday, and you just get your hands wet and put that right there and just scrub. It makes a lovely foam and it dissolves immediately. It's enough foam to get your hands really clean, and it's antibacterial. It serves exactly as hand sanitizer would. And in some ways, I like a soapy situation better than just hand sanitizer anyway, so this is a great solution for me. So I'm just going to put this little packet right in this bag that I showed you before. So there's plenty of room for it to go right in there. And then I have one that I could use immediately if necessary. Then I'll just put these away as replacements as I use that one up. And then the last thing was triggered by our last couple of stays at the cabin when I got bug bites. I hate most sprays that you spray yourself. I'm afraid it's going to get in my eyes. My eyes are very sensitive, And so this travel article that I was reading recommended these Bug X wipes. And they come in handy little foil packets. So I am going to also put 2 of these little wipes, which I think will work for me a whole lot better than anything spray, which is what I usually do. So those are also going to go right in here. There's plenty of room for them in here. So those are the 4 things that I am adding to my purse to help make it into a better survival bag. Now, the interesting thing is that, as I've mentioned in a previous video, I am taking up playing the organ. I played it years and years ago, but not for 50 years did I touch an organ. So we have a really good organist at our church, and she has me now playing at church a little bit. And she watches our videos, and when she watched this video, she just thought it was the best idea. So we met at the church this last week for a little lesson for me on the organ. But before we could have our lesson, she had to show me her survival bag that her purse has now become. And she just was tickled with everything that she pulled out of her purse. It was just, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I'm so glad that this has been well received, and I hope these things might help you think of other things that you might want to add that don't weigh very much. And I will certainly be putting the links to these 4 things below this video so that you can check them out. So I'm going to get this out of the way and come back with some news. So you all know that we have been on YouTube now. We are in our 8th year. We have going on 900 videos. And as Jim and I, we talk about our channel all the time and are trying to think of ways that we can improve it and better serve our audience. And so we have come up with a new little strategy that we're going to try out, see how you like it. And we're going to start this Friday. Because we've got all of those 900 videos, and even though I try to catalog them as best as possible into several playlists, we have thousands of new viewers that have come onto our channel in the past few years who don't know anything about those early videos. Now, granted, some of those early videos were very much on the front end of our learning curve in terms of sound and lighting. And so they are a little bit antiquated. Jim is off over at his table and I'm on the camera on a tripod. Even so, they still contain really good information. And some of you, and many of you, have been with us since the beginning, for which we are so very grateful. You say it in your comments all the time, I've been with you from the beginning. Someone the other day said, I have been with you for more than 10 years. And I thought that was just wonderful, given that we weren't even on. So maybe we weren't even on for the first 3 of those years, so maybe she was foreseeing that we would be coming on, and that's perfect. But we want to make it a little bit easier to revisit some of the most important topics that we feel that we have touched on in the past. And so we are going to start what we're going to call Retro Friday. Retro Friday. And this Friday, we're going to be touching on rocket stoves. And so the way these Retro Friday videos are going to go is that there will be a brief introduction at the beginning. We're going to try to keep it around 5 or 6 minutes to introduce the idea, the topic. And then we are going to give you links to 1, 2, or 3 videos. Occasionally it might be 4 videos right there on our last page where those thumbnails appear. When you are watching, if you watch to the end, then you can just click on, and it may be up to 4 videos that are relevant to the topic. So this Friday, we do our brief introduction. I give you a preview of each of the videos. We're presenting 3 videos this week, having directly to do with rocket stoves, giving you just a bit of a taste of what each one contains. And then we sign off, and the slide comes up, or the frame comes up with those thumbnails that you click on. That will take you to 3 videos. Our very first one was in 2020. And then the most recent of those 3 was just last fall. It's about 10 months old. I think it's about 10 months old, so maybe it was last summer. But in any case, there are things there that you can learn about rocket stoves, which for us are a redundancy, off-grid cooking piece of equipment. So the other thing that we are going to ask is that after you participate in this first Retro Friday, we would love it if you would put in the comments different topics that you would like for us to do one of the Retro Fridays on, digging back into all of those 900 videos for videos that were particularly meaning for you on different topics. And then we'll pull those out and present them as a little package on an idea. So I hope this is well received. You give us your honest opinion on whether you think this is a worthwhile way to present information. What we are so much wanting to do is to make things relevant for your needs. So let us know what you think and suggest some topics to us, and we will see you very soon for more videos and every Friday with a Retro Friday package. So thanks. See you soon. Bye-bye.